Hey, HappiDaze here. In today's video, we are doing the walkthrough of the treasure map teams that we did yesterday. Just a quick note on some updates that we did to the teams. The actual units themselves stayed the same, just how we are doing some things are a little bit different. So for this fight versus Sugar, I originally had the Reiju in the bottom left corner. Didn't realize that she gets binded on the stage there. So by moving her to the middle slot, she won't get binded on stage 3 with the bind from the captain. We use the Mancherry special on stage 2. We have the ability to reverse special on the Nami and Vivi unit there with their superclass. So literally we don't have to worry about the bottom row getting bound. So we just moved the Reiju from the bottom left to the middle right there. So just one note on there. Also going to this team here, I had mentioned on the video to use the Rebecca special on stage 2 to kind of help with the Intimidate. But then I realized I didn't have a way to get rid of barriers on stage 3. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just dealing with the 1.1 attack and slot boost. With this team, we have more than enough damage anyway, so it shouldn't even matter. So you'll see that when we get into the fights, I am going to not use Rebecca on stage 2. I will use Rebecca on stage 3. So let's go ahead and get through a walkthrough. As you can see, at roughly about 16 million right now, top 500, which is always great to see. It doesn't seem like people are grinding as hard this season, and I think a lot of that is because the intrusion battle is a little bit more difficult. I haven't seen any. I'm sure there are some, so don't quote me on that, but I haven't seen many teams that can use dual Rebecca on the fight that you have there for the intrusion. So obviously that's the highest point booster would be using double Rebecca's because she's a 2.0 point booster. So yeah, a little hard to get past probably high to mid 20s without the boost there. So that being said, let's go ahead and fight the intrusion boss here. So again, we're going to use a friend captain, Nami and Vivi. We are going to stay in the Nami form so we can super swap into the quick form, which has the advantageous effects versus the final boss there. So let's go ahead and choose a friend captain here. I do have the Reiju support on here. You actually don't need it. I was thinking I could kind of get rid of the gimmicks with the whole imitation thing, but you really need a 2-turn attack boost to be able to do that, and there's no support that does that for these units. So even though I have the support on there, it's completely not needed. As I mentioned in the playthrough video, we are using Kuma here to get the rainbow slots for this second battle. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Boa unit, so we have to deal with this bind, which is just a pain to deal with, as well as the rainbow orbs on the second fight. Luckily, though, Kuma kind of takes care of all that for us. He will get rid of the bind. His crewmate ability gets us the rainbow orbs, and at that point, really, it's just swapping into the Vivi form there and going ahead and using the specials. That will get rid of the defense that you have on her, and at that point, you can pretty much easily just tap and kill without too much difficulty there. So really easy to get through stage 2. Again, stage 3, we're not going to be able to get through the gimmicks of the attack and slot boost. It is what it is sometimes. So yeah, that's how we're going to end up dealing with that. The one thing I recommend on here is because you get slot bind and because you can use Rebecca to be able to get all orbs to quick, I'd recommend using the Nami and Vivi first. That way, when you do the super swap and the special, get rid of the slot bind. It'll just make your life a lot easier. Then after you use that, you can go ahead and use the Mancherry special, the Viola special, and then lastly the Rebecca special to get rid of that 30-turn hit barrier. And it's hunky-dory and off to the races after that. If I didn't have matching orbs, the super ability of Rebecca would give us matching. In this case, everyone has it anyway, so it doesn't really matter from our point of view. But you can see, we just have so much damage that even just hitting with Akuma alone is enough to kill. And you can see, with just 2 taps, we just did an absolute ton of damage. Like, we're not going to have any problem with getting past that damage cap there, even if we go into, 80, 90, 100 runs of TM. I'm not planning to go that hard anyway. Like I said, I think I'll probably strive to be top 500. But yeah, if you're going kind of crazy, then there's a way to kind of get around that. I did mention in my video yesterday that, using Rebecca on stage 2, if you happen to use that, you could actually stall out the stage 3, wait for the barrier to dissipate. You get some pain in the butt debuffs to deal with, but you can actually use that to stall out if you want to, but I didn't want to have to stall. Obviously, in TM, the goal or objective is to get through it as quick as you can. Now, granted, we don't have the mini bosses anymore. That kind of took up a lot of time previously, so it doesn't really save a huge time sink there. But still, it might shave off, a 30 seconds to a minute and a half of a run. And if you're ranking really high, that could be really important to you. So that's just why we're choosing to, deal with the 1.1 attack and slot boost and just kind of go through it that way. So I am going to the right path. It gives the best bonuses there. For this map, you do want to definitely check the different maps. Obviously, different maps have different paths for optimal points. So we're just going this way here. Unfortunately, I wish I had a 2 so I could get that tree. But we'll see if we luck out. We didn't luck out. So yeah, we just landed in a spot with nothing. So we got through the invasion fight here. Now we'll do the boss fight. We are using a double Rebecca as the captain here. Just a fantastic unit for getting some of these debuffs away, and it's really easy to beat this boss. Luckily, there's not really any big gotchas on here. Obviously, the pain and the burn is a pain to deal with on stage 2. But like I said, whether you have this Man Cherry or the Sherry Man Cherry, then either way, you can pretty easily get rid of both of these debuffs without too much headache or too much work to get around there. And again, you have so much HP that death hit that you get at the end, really isn't even a concern. Anyway, Rebecca will give us that rainbow shield, but we really don't even have to worry about that. So on here, I'm going to go ahead and use the Man Cherry first, that way we don't have to deal with the nasty effects of pain if we were to use someone else first, and then we'll use our Captain Rebecca. You can go ahead and use the super if you want. You have more than enough damage even if you didn't, but still, just so we have matching orbs, we'll just go ahead and do that just to get a one-shot kill there. On the final stage, you would pretty much just use everyone else's specials there. Again, you don't even really need the Nami and Vivi that's on this team. They're really not doing anything to really help out too much here. And even Reiju, when I first did this team and had Reiju in the bottom left and she was binded, I had more than enough damage without even using her special to be able to kill. So again, the Reiju's not really even needed much. So of course you could swap that out with other units if you don't have a unit that can deal with the getting rid of the Rainbow Shield percentage and not getting rid of it completely. You could leverage some units there that will go ahead and get you recovery slots and help you get rid of some of those nasty debuffs that are there. So again, because we have the super swap and super class of the Nami and Vivi, we're able to go ahead and use that to be able to get their special charged, even though it got reversed by 5 turns. And then we just wrap it up by using the Rebecca special, Rebecca super, just to make sure everyone has the quick orbs again. And then it's just a one-tap to kill. So as you can see, pretty easy TM run. Nothing really too crazy here based on what the teams that we did yesterday is. What I'll probably do, and don't hold me to this, is kind of going to be depending on what happens tomorrow with real life stuff. But we'll hopefully be back tomorrow with another video where maybe I'll try to do some non-boosted teams out there. Obviously, if you're looking for some non-boosted teams, Bellagio has a video out there. Great content creator. You have Stump, of course, who has a video out there. Toadski has some videos out there in case you don't have the full batch. That'll just help you really get through some of this content much quicker. So like I said, hope to have a video out tomorrow that will aid to some of those ones that are already out there. But yeah, for that being said, let me know what you think of this TM. Do you like the gimmicks? I don't think it's that hard of a TM compared to some other ones. Like I said, the Rebecca Legend isn't really fantastic. Doesn't have a lot of crazy buffs. So I think it'll be pretty easy going forward to replace her if you don't have her, and she won't be really that sought after this event. So if you didn't pull her, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think you're going to see her in a lot of team comps going forward. So yeah, let me know how you think this TM is going. What are you aiming for in terms of ranking? Love to hear from you guys how crazy or not crazy you're going in the grinds. And as always, until next time, be kind to each other. Thanks.